Okay. So yeah, I actually bought a set booster and a collector booster, and then I actually just got in the mail here another collector booster from a fan of the channel. So talk about a kingly gift here. This is from Pearl Street Game and Coffee House, and they mailed this all the way from Jeffersonville, Indiana. So if you live near Jeffersonville, Indiana, check out Pearl Street Game and Coffee House. That sounds like a cool combination, honestly. Coffee and games. But I'll remind you of that later when we open up the one from them. All right, so I should have brought scissors or a knife in here. Here we go. We got our old school Gandalf knife. There we go. I wanted to leave the plastic wrap on so you guys didn't think there was any shenanigans happening with me faking cards. Did you guys see that someone faked? There was a YouTube video where someone faked that they got the One Ring. I can't imagine people enjoyed that video when they clicked on it because it was just garbage after that. But all right. So now this is the set booster and comes with a box topper. So let's open that puppy first. The nerd cave here is just going to be littered with wrappers after this. All right. Let me make sure I stay under the camera here. All right. Green Dragon Inn. Very nice. Awesome. What's my excitement level? I'm pumped. This is the perfect intersection of my childhood love of collecting baseball and basketball cards, and now combining with my love of Lord of the Rings. And I've also since, here in the last month or so learned how to play Magic, and I really, really liked it. So this is a pretty awesome intersection here for me. Okay, so we've got a spirit token. Here, I'm going to get this out of the way. We'll pull them in one at a time. All right, there's a foil, Shire Terrace. There and back again. So there we've got some Smaug art. I like that. One of my sons loves Smaug. I'm going to set that aside for him. Here we go. Shire Legendary Land. Very nice. Another legendary. Legolas Counter of Kills. I really like the Ring Showcase. That's by Anato Finstark, by the way. Shout out to all the artists who worked on this. There's so many of them that I know and have chatted with, and have so many that have been so kind enough to let me use their artwork on the channel, and to see them all working on this game is pretty awesome. Celeborn the Wise. Mirror of Galadriel. Legolas Counter of Kills. Rush the Room. Pelargir Survivor. Woe's Pathfinder. Protector of Gondor. And a Mountain. So that's a terrain card, or whatever. Element card. And then we've got an art card. That's Marriott Isengard. Yeah, so I did pull out of a pack the other day this guy right here, which was one of my wishes, was to pull a Tom Bombadil. I really want the regular one, but man, this ring treatment, so good. So I put him in one of these plastic doodads. Yeah, if I get one of the super valuable rings, we're gonna have to put him in the plastic case. I told my kids that if I pulled the one of one ring that we would go to Disney. So they're rooting for that. I didn't mention that as part of that, their college fund would also be done. That's not as exciting though, I guess, for them. All right. We have food token. Ooh, there we go. Foil Gandalf of the Shire, Friend of the Shire. Nice. Frodo Sauron's Bane. That's a rare, as you can tell from the color there. For those of you not familiar, the colors, let's see here. Black is common. The bluish, here we have Gwaihir, fan favorite. Blue is uncommon. Then this, I guess you'd call it gray. This grayish is rare. And then if you see orange, that is mythic rare. All right. Okay. Sorry, should I keep the box out here so you guys can see what I'm opening? There we go. Or maybe one of the wrappers. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put one of the wrappers down here. Don Marshall's here. That Don Marshall guy. Speaking of Don Marshall, ladies and gents, stay tuned. Later this week, Don and I... Okay, so this isn't even a Lord of the Rings card. They throw these in sometimes. And I don't know. Some people might like that, but I'm like, I don't know what this is. So I'm not as excited about that. Don and I are going to do a stream together where we learn to play. So it's a learn to play stream. So if you haven't played Magic before, it'll be a good one. It's basically like us, you know, taking a game nice and slow. I'm still kind of a newbie, so I have to ask questions a lot. So it's good for anybody who's also kind of a newbie. You can join in, and yeah, it'd be a good stream to tune into. Ooh, Orcish Bowmasters. Now this is part of the scene, the Battle of Pelennor Fields. That's pretty cool. Saradoc, Master of Buckland. It's another rare. Put all those rares there. Lash of the Balrog. This is part of the scene. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm. So there's a little, you can kind of see a little orc here. But this is the Lash of the Balrog. Friendly Rivalry. Gimli, Counter of Kills. Rising of the Day. So that's Erkenbrand, baby. And he does have his own his own card as well. So we might see an Erkenbrand in here. We'll see. All right. I'll put this right there so you guys know what I'm opening as we're opening them here. Erkenbrand! Yeah, there will not be any rings in this box, but then the next two, who knows? Who knows? So here's a question for the chat. I want to know what you got. What would you do if you got the 1 of 1 ring? Ooh, there's a foil Haradrim Spearmaster. I'll read some of the randomly. I'll read some of the flavor text too. In the south, the Haradrim are moving, and fear has fallen on all our coastlands. Hirgon, errand rider of Gondor. Ooh, Shelob. Nice. Child of Ungoliant. Shelob has Death Touch, which seems appropriate. And a cool thing, Shelob can like make food out of enemies and stuff, which is pretty cool. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Gorbag. Saruman's trickery. I gave you the chance of aiding me willingly. Saruman the White. Sauron's victory is at hand, and there will be rich reward for those who aided it. He's very full of himself, that Saruman. Generous Ent, and there's a forest. Yeah, spoiler alert, if you get these boxes, you end up with a lot of land cards. Yeah, I think yeah, a lot of people would sell. I think. I mean, it's $2 million. Ooh, there we go. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. So then, let's see here. We had a lash of the Balrog just a little bit ago. There we go. So you can see that connects like that. Oh, maybe you can see it if I hold it in the right spot. And there's 6 total cards that go along with this scene. Fall of Gil-galad. Ooh, nice. So there we see Sauron, and it looks like Gil-galad is actually falling. It's too small. I can't tell if his face is charred. But that would be a nice touch if it was. Gimli, Counter of Kills. I love this artwork, by the way. Entdraft Basin. And yes, if you go back to like the very beginning of my channel, I did pronounce it Draught because I'm super American. Smite the Deathless. That's some pretty cool artwork there. Of Eowyn and Merry taking down the Witch King. Battle-Scarred Goblin. Troll of Khazad-dûm. A great cave troll, I think. There is no hope of escape that way, says Gandalf. Nimble Hobbit. The ruffian knew too little of hobbits to understand his peril. Foolishly, he decided to fight. Easterling Farmer. Oh, I love these. Okay. I think this is the first one. Or no, I might have drawn one earlier. But they have these land cards that are the map. I wish there was more, actually. So there's 2 per type. So this is one of the island cards. So we have the sea there. It's not really an island, but you know, other than Numenor, there's not really many famous islands. Rest in peace, Numenor. R.I.P. Oh, the hat. My hat is from Stansborough. So if you search Stansborough, it's a small company in New Zealand, and they did all the hats and cloaks and stuff for the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogies. And they're super nice. There we have Eomer of the Riddermark. It's a foil. That's very nice. But northward, the white crest of Eomer led the great front of the Rohirrim, which he had again gathered and marshaled. Ooh, here we go. There's our first mythic rare. Glamdring. There we go. Glamdring. Very nice. Mirkwood Bats. This is another one of that. It's 16 cards in all that make up the Battle of Pelennor Fields. The Mouth of Sauron. Here we see he has a full face, which is kind of cool. Ugluk of the White Hand. Gorbag of Minas Tirith. Quick Beam, Upstart Ent. There we go. Shout out to Cliff from theonering.net. That's his username. Has been for a long time. Long time. Landraval. That's the brother of Gwaihir, ladies and gents. He passed over Udun and Gorgoroth and saw all the land in ruin and tumult beneath him, and before him Mount Doom blazing, pouring out its fire. Eastmark Cavalier, Westfold Rider, Esquire of the King, and there we have another of those map portions. This one's got the Misty Mountains, and we see Lorien and Moria. Very nice. We even have the Redhorn Gate and Caradhras. Field of Celebrant. That's very important in the history of Rohan and Gondor. I'm trying to strike a balance here, so let me know. I'm trying to strike a balance of not stopping at every card and then talking about the lore behind it, because we'd be here all night. Oh, okay. That's an advertisement card. I don't want that. Okay, Captain of Umbar. Human Pirate. Sauron's Ransom. There's another Rare. Oh, Higgy, you're a funny man. Saruman's Trickery, Saruman the White, Meneldor, Swift Savior. Then come. Oh, this is Gandalf talking. Then come, we have need of speed greater than any wind, outmatching the wings of the Nazgul. Gwaihir the Windlord. Stern Scolding. I love this card. It's Gandalf yelling at Pippin. Fool of a Took! This is a serious journey, not a hobbit walking party. Throw yourself in next time, and then you will be of no further nuisance. Now be quiet! I love it. Knights of Dol Amroth. Dunedain Blade. Improvised Club. I love this. This is a troll holding a person that they're using as a club. And then we have a regular Plains card, which you notice, like, even the regular cards, they do have Lord of the Rings artwork. So this is the Shire, obviously, for this Plains card. It's kind of cool. There was a lot of people. I went to a pre-release event, and there was a lot of people that said they were getting back into Magic for the first time in a long time because there's the Gollum art card. It's a good one. Because of Lord of the Rings. Okay, so this is the Ring card, and this is like a new mechanism within the game. I'm not even going to try to explain it here, but basically the ring, there's a bunch of cards that say the ring tempts you, and it unlocks a new level of this each time it says the ring tempts you, and you assign this to a ring bearer. All right. Lash of the Balrog. So this is the regular version of that scene card that we had earlier. And this one's the foil. Oh, there we go. There's a rare Gimli Mournful Avenger. So here he is at Balin's tomb. And he is sad. That's also a rare. Foray of Orcs. So this is also, this one is actually part of a Orthanc scene with Saruman. Shadowfax, Lord of Horses. And this one has one of my favorite details that they worked into this because I just love that they did this. So for all these definitions, I especially noticed this as someone new to the game, that they don't explain what these words mean. So when it says, like Gimli here has trample, it doesn't tell you what that is. And so I, being a newbie, have to ask the person I'm playing with. Recently, that was Dawn, and I had to ask him, what the heck does this mean? The exception in the entire set is Shadowfax, because Shadowfax has haste. And so they put the definition of haste so that Shadowfax could show you the meaning of haste. And I love that. All right, Oath of the Grey Host. Ah. So this would be the Grey Host. Is that the... Oh, I don't know why I looked on the back. That was silly. I guess this is the Army of the Dead, perhaps? It looks like it. That's kind of cool. Bill Ferny. The namesake for Bill the Pony. Maybe we'll see Bill the Pony later. But there we go. Bill Ferny. He's quite the scallywag. How's that for a word? Didn't think you'd hear the word scallywag today, did you? Bombadil Song. Anything with Tom Bombadil's fun. Slip on the ring. So there's his hand is disappearing. Birthday Escape. As Bilbo finished his speech, he slipped the ring on his finger, and he was never seen by any hobbit in Hobbiton again. Dawn is, yes, Dawn is a very helpful teacher, I will say. Game plan. Again, this is not a Lord of the Rings thing. Why do they... I don't know what that means. Maybe Dawn can tell you. There's game plan. It's a lady. Her brain is like I don't know. It looks like a Quidditch pitch. That's my first thought. It looks like they're playing Quidditch. Yep. That must be what that is. Rosie Cotton. Shout out to Rosie Cotton in foil. Ooh, here we have another rare, Flowering of the White Tree. Aragorn planted the new tree in the court by the fountain, and swiftly and gladly it began to grow. Voracious, fell beast. How's that for a word? Voracious. So that's another one of the Pelennor Fields. Oh, Mr. Pipes 4000, thank you. I get a lot of comments that people listen to my channel as they fall asleep, and I'm not sure. I think it's a compliment. It's usually phrased as a compliment, but I start to think, am I that boring to listen to that I make you go to sleep? Maybe it's just a comfort thing. Maybe it's comforting. And here we go. Bill the Pony. Who doesn't love Bill the Pony? I think that was the one I saw most people freak out about. Stew the Conies. Love we got Sam smacking Gollum over the head with a frying pan. Shire Sheriff. He looks like he's writing this orc a ticket. You're arrested for gate breaking and tearing up of rules and trespassing and bribing guards with food. So that's actually what they say to the four hobbits when they come back during the scouring of the Shire. So in case you're wondering, that was not the arrest of a troll is not, I don't think that's something that usually plays out like that. Haradrim Spearmaster, we saw that earlier. Rohirrim Lancer, Relentless Rohirrim. Arwen's Gift. Wear this now in memory of Elfstone and Evenstar, with whom your life has been woven. Hithlane Knots. If you will try to run away, you must be tied, but we don't wish to hurt you, says Sam. And there we get a foil Plains. Hey, we've got almost 500 people in here. That's pretty cool. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. I'm sure likes will translate into good luck with me getting a ring when I open the collector boosters. Here's a Barrow Ghoul, which is interesting. This is not a Lord of the Rings card. This is just a Magic one. Kind of sounds like a Barrow-wight. How about that? Lothlorien Lookout. That's a foil. Another foil. Nice. Hey, Elrond, Master of Healing. I like this card. He's like magicking out the shards from the Morgul Blade. So that's a rare. Many Partings. This is Frodo and Sam saying goodbye at the Grey Havens. Very sad. Denethor, Ruling Steward. Got the throne in the background. Much must be risked in war. Old Man Willow. Very nice. Rise of the Witch King. Ooh, yes. It has the text from one of my favorite parts, where they breach the wall of the gate of Minas Tirith. In rode the Lord of the Nazgul, under the archway that no enemy ever yet had passed, and all fled before his face. All save one. And that's Gandalf on Shadowfax, ladies and gents. Butterbur, Bree Innkeeper. I hope you'll be comfortable. You'll be wanting supper, no doubt. As soon as that may be. This way now. I can't do a Butterbur. I have trouble with like, what do I say? Like a farming type accent along with like the English accent. It just slips into hick for me. Rosie Cotton. Rosie Cotton of South Lane. Sam's future bride. Willow Wind. Grey Haven's Navigator. Nimrodel Watcher, and here we have Swamp, Mordor's a swamp. We'll take it. They do have a sea, so there might be some swampy-ish lands there. Daniel, the animated Lord of the Rings movie, War of the Rohirrim, will be coming out, I want to say it's like April 12th, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's April of next year, of 2024. Magic the Gathering Arena streams. I might be able to do that. All right, we got Pippin, I believe. All right, Tentacle. So this goes with the Watcher in the Water card, I think. I think that's how you bring this one about. Mirkwood Bats. There's a foil Mirkwood Bats. Again, part of that huge 16-piece scene. Minas Tirith, Legendary Land. Ooh, Barad-dûr. Legendary Land, and we get the borderless. I love the borderless. There we have the Dunland Crebine. This is from the Orthanc scene as well. You cannot pass. Lost to Legend, Grima, Lorien Revealed, Lash of the Balrog. Nasty End. I don't think we've seen this one yet. And that's the end of that. A nasty end for Saruman, and I wish I needn't have seen it, but it's a good riddance, says Sam about the death of Saruman. That's pretty epic drawing right there, or pretty epic illustration. I really like that. I had to explain to my kids. They saw this card earlier, and they were like, what is going on? I'm like, well, so you know how Saruman fell down and landed on a spike in the movie? He didn't do that, for real. Got his throat slit. Yay. A hobby knife? I think I've managed to not bend any so far. Oh, now I'm going to have trouble with this pack. Now that you said that, Higgy. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's a nice dragon artwork. I don't know if that's Smaug, maybe. Oh, there's a Praetor's Council, whatever that means. Again, Don Marshall. Maybe he can explain it, because I don't know what it is. Gift of Strands. So this is another foil of Gimli's gift from Galadriel. Strands of her hair. Scroll of Isildur. Ooh. All right. Mythic Rare. This is a mythic rare of the scene Scouring of the Shire. So the one where we saw Rosie earlier. This is part of that. I believe it's a 4-piece scene. Josh Long, man, I thought the Commander decks would be enough. Thanks for the super chat. Here we have a Frodo Baggins with the ring treatment. Yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you like what's specifically in the Commander versus these packs and stuff. So again, direct your questions to Don, or swing by our stream later in the week, and Don will also be there. And we'll both be answering questions, but I'm sure Don will be more helpful. Here's Yorith of the Healing House. So if you remember, she's the one that name drops the King's Foil in the books. Eomer of the Rittermark. Erkenbrand. Down from the hills leaped Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold, and the hosts of Isengard roared in fear. Gimli's Fury. "Tor," said Gimli, patting his axe. Mushroom Watchdogs. That's right, we have Farmer Maggot's dogs. Snarling Warg. A shuddering howl broke from him as if he were a captain summoning his pack to the assault. Ooh, Oliphant. Here we go. It's a big 6/4. So if you're not familiar, you can the breakdown here, as I understand it, 6 is like your offensive attack, 4 is your defensive. So Oliphants are pretty powerful guys. And there we have another swamp, which this makes sense. The Dead Marshes. We get the Dead Marshes here. And we've got the Emyn Muil. So this is where the Fellowship breaks, right over here. And then Sam and Frodo make their way to the Emyn Muil. That's where they meet up with Gollum. Then they pass through the Dead Marshes, get to the Black Gate, and then they go down through Ithilien. You knew that had to happen at least one time, that I was going to start going through the maps. Daniel Martinez, have you thought about getting the bundle or gift bundle? I really want to get the gift bundle when it comes out later this year. And I did get I got one of the regular bundles. It came with this die right here. So that's pretty cool. Nice green die. All right, there we have another ring. Ooh, Escape from Orthanc. There's a nice foil. How far can you bear me? Asked Gandalf. Many leagues, said Gwaihir, but not to the ends of the earth. I was sent to bear tidings, not burdens. I love that part in the BBC dramatization. Oh, man. Alex Duran. Are you going to collect serialized or even normal Elvish soul rings? I would love to get like the regular ones that are not serialized. I don't know. Depending on the price, I would, man, if I got a serialized one, I'd be really tempted to sell it because, yeah, they're pretty pricey. I saw someone selling the collection of 3 serialized of all 3 for like 25 grand or something. It's crazy. Spiteful Banditry. That's the regular version of the last mythic rare that we got there. So there's the 2 side by side. Many Partings. We got that one earlier. Prince Imrahil the Fair. Strider, Ranger of the North. Eowyn, Lady of Rohan. Erebor Flamesmith. Flamesmith. That's an interesting title. How do you get the title of Flamesmith? We make good armor and keen swords, but we cannot again make mail or blade to match those that our fathers made before the dragon came. That's Glowin. Bag End Porter. Look how happy this guy is. He's so happy. He's breaking Bilbo's dishes. So these are the dwarves. If in the books, there's dwarves that come and help Bilbo move out of Bag End. And you can see that he's not as careful as the Dwarves of Thorn's company because he's breaking dishes. Dwarves' tongues run on when speaking of their handiwork, they say. That's another quote from Glowin. Miromir Guardian. So I think this is a female dwarf, actually. With a beard. So there'll be people pumped about that part. But still the sunken stars appear in dark and windless Miromir. There lies his crown in water deep till Durin wakes again from sleep. Oh, I love that. The Song of Durin is so good. Mirkwood Spider. Here's another one with Death Touch. I gotta say, I've played a limited amount, but I do really like the Death Touch ability. It's pretty sweet. So for those of you not familiar, like if basically Death Touch makes it so anything that either attacks or blocks this creature, even if the Mirkwood Spider gets overpowered and dies, it kills whatever it goes up against, which is pretty awesome. Far and wide, Shelob's lesser brood spread from glen to Dol Guldur and the fastnesses of Mirkwood. Speaking of Mirkwood, here we have Mirkwood Bats. And there we get another Dead Marshes Swamp. Thanks for the compliments there, guys. I saw Aurora, thank you. From Italy. Sam Cook, thank you so much. Winter Schluter says, what different piles are you sorting the cards into? I don't know. I've pretty much got, so I've got a ring treatments pile, rare and mythic rare, and then I've got like just commons and lands over here on the side, and art cards. There's Sam carrying Frodo up Mount Doom. It's pretty cool. All right. There's another ring. Elven Farsight. It's got the foil treatment. I like this. Like, you see, I'm guessing Gimli's face or something, and then there's Gimli walking. Like, do you need to do you need to look in the base? Like, just look up. He's right there. Delighted Halfling. There's another rare. Assault on Osgiliath. There's a rare as well. Ooh, there's a Borderless Quick Beam. That's part of the Isengard scene. Again, I'll put that aside for Cliff from the One Ring. I'll send that to him. That's his username. There's Eorith again, Eomer again, Erkenbrand, Wizard Rockets. Oh, we've got the G rune of Gandalf on the box. In case you're wondering which wizard brought the rockets. Ent Fury. I have to admit, it took me a little bit to figure out what was represented on this card. So I think it's like an Ent choking a troll, which is pretty cool. Here we go. There's a land, Great Hall of the Citadel. So this is in Minas Tirith, I guess. Oh, yeah. And then it has Bilbo's poem. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. Shelob's ambush. As Frodo ran forward, eager, rejoicing to be free, Shelob with hideous speed came behind and stung him in the neck. The Delighted Halfling makes legendary creature spells uncounterable, meaning your opponent cannot use a counter against them. So, the guaranteed to enter the field. Ooh, that's fun. We have not pulled the One Ring yet. If I did, you would hear my kids hooping and hollering, because I think they're watching this stream in hopes that I'll pull the One Ring, and then I promised them we would go to Disney World. If I got the One Ring. There we go. We have a foil of Butterbur. Butterbur, the fat innkeeper who only remembers his name because people shouted at him all day. It's one of my favorite quotes from the book. People always have like these really inspirational and deep quotes from Lord of the Rings, and one of my absolute favorites is Aragorn insulting Parliament Butterbur. Yeah, Alex, no, the One Ring cannot be found in these ones. They'll be, yeah, I've got a couple of the collector boosters that we'll get to. Elven Chorus, there's another rare card. Elbareth Gilthoniel, Silivren Pena Miriel, Omenel Aglar Elenath. Knights of Dol Amroth. Grishnach. Ooh, there he is, Grond. Spam Grond in the chat. I know you guys want to. Grond the Gatebreaker. Goblin Fire Leaper. So he leaps over fire. I think that's a circus performance. Imrahil, Strider. We've had those. Hobbit Sting. One for the Shire, cried Aragorn. The Hobbit's bite is deep. You have a good blade, Frodo, son of Drogo. Pippin's Bravery. So this is the moment at the Battle of the Morannon when Pippin kills a troll. Pippin stabbed upwards, and the written blade of Westerness pierced through the hide and went deep into the vitals of the troll. And then it goes on to talk about like the oozing black blood or something. I just read it recently, but it's a great part. Many partings. For you in all the lands of the West, there will ever be a welcome, dearest friend, says Aragorn to Frodo and Sam. And here we have a foil mountain card. I think we're about halfway through the set booster, and then we'll get to the real exciting stuff. Oh, here we go. This is one of the art cards that has like the signature on it. That's fun. I've seen so many unboxing or unpacking, whatever, pack openings online where they just kind of like toss aside the art cards, and they're one of my favorite things. But oh, Hope of Girapur. Oh, Don's gonna head out now that we need him to tell us what the Hope of Girapur is. Psh, typical Don. I'm just kidding, man. Peregrine Took. Here's a foil. Peregrine Took. Sam, get breakfast ready for 9:30. Bossy little fool of a Took. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. The city was made more fair than it had ever been, even in the days of its first glory. Oh, here we go. A Nazgul. I love these Nazgul cards. So, for those of you who don't know, there are 9 variations of the Nazgul card, one for each of the Nazgul. Gosh, I'm going to put them in their own separate pile because I hope we get some more Nazgul. That would be awesome. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. We had this one earlier. Oh, there's Peregrine. We just had him a minute ago. And Meriadoc. My dear old hobbit, you don't allow for the inquisitiveness of friends. I have known about the existence of the ring for years. Oh, here we go. Bilbo, retired burglar. I think we might have had this earlier, but I did not read the flavor text. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. It's a perfect line. They didn't change it for the movies because it's perfect the way it is. Rally at the Hornburg. With a cry and a great noise they charged. Down from the gates they roared. Over the causeway they swept, and they drove through the hosts of Isengard as a wind among grass. Nice. Ooh, this is kind of a cool card. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. You should not look in when the candles are lit. Oh, that was Gollum, and I didn't do Gollum voice. Sorry. I'll have to do that again. You should not look in when the candles are lit. There we go. That's better. Apologies. Chance met elves. It is said, go not to the elves for counsel, for they will say both no and yes. There you go. Elven Farsight and a Swamp. Don't follow the lights. Yeah, the Nazgul have that death touch, which is pretty great. You want to make, Katie, you want to make a drinking game out of my Gollum voice? Oh, there's a Rakdos right knife. I will say it is satisfying to know that, you know, for the most part, I'm pretty decent at the pronunciations of the Tolkien words. I've watched some unpackings where people freely admit, to their credit, they're like, I don't know how to pronounce this stuff. And I've heard some pretty interesting pronunciations, even from my own kids. It's been a nice lesson for me to teach them pronunciation of Tolkien words. All right, Easterling Vanguard. Lotho, Corrupt Sheriff. I like how it's spelled sheriff. Because they're in the Shire, so they're sheriffs. Because that's how they talk there. Frodo, Sauron's Bane. This is a rare card. I love this ring treatment. Alistair. So there's some of these packs, they have like older Magic cards in them. Do you think the cards will be available at San Diego Comic-Con? I don't know. I have no idea. It'd be cool if they had like a booth or something. That'd be really cool. I'm going to be at Comic-Con. You guys going to be at Comic-Con? Who's going to be at Comic-Con? Show of hands. Grey Havens. This is from the scene. We actually revealed this scene on the channel a while back. There's Éowyn again. Reprieve. As Faramir and Éowyn stood so, their hands met and clasped, though they did not know it. Faramir, Field Commander. A chance for Faramir, Captain of Gondor, to show his quality. Oh, here we go. Gimli's axe. Second breakfast. The hobbits of the Shire were fond of 6 meals a day when they could get them. Lembas. They could eat of it and find new strength even as they ran. Generous Ent. So here's an Ent. He's letting all the squirrels eat the apples from himself. What a nice Ent. Yeah, the sale date, it starts Friday is like the official release date. I picked these up at a pre-release event. There's another tentacle. Uruk-hai Berserker. What of the dawn? We are the Uruk-hai. We do not stop the fight for night or day, for fair weather or for storm. We come to kill by sun or moon. What of the dawn? There we go. Nice foil. Ooh, here we go. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. Nice. Nasty End. So there's another one of the Orthanc scenes. All right. Barrow Blade. So, of course, this is the blades that the hobbits get from the barrow, courtesy of Tom Bombadil. Speaking of which, I said it at the beginning, but I really hope to pull a Tom Bombadil today. Frodo Baggins. Few have ever come hither through greater peril or on an errand more urgent. It's a quote from Elrond. Gollum, Patient Plotter. There we go. We got a Gollum.
They'll take it, steal my precious thieves. We hate them.
Gollum. Quarrel's End. So this is between Theoden and Éomer, I believe. When Éomer, after Theoden is healed, Éomer says, "It is a joy to see you return into your own." Banish from Edoras. Wormtongue bared his teeth, and then with a hissing breath, he spat before the king's feet. That's not something. That's not proper etiquette. Bewitching Leechcraft. Ugh. So they actually are doing the Leechcraft. I always thought it was like metaphorical, you know, which I think it is. But ugh, look at it. Ugh. Leechcraft. Ugh. Galadhrim Guide and a mountain. Oh, you guys, you guys like the Peaches parody? I tell you what, I've not posted much on my TikTok, but I posted that Peaches parody on TikTok, and it has almost 2 million views. So I don't know what the heck else I'm going to do on TikTok, but I'm going to have to like follow it up with something. Ooh, here we go. A foil rare Sharky Tyrant of the Shire. So we've got Wormtongue, Saruman in Sharky form, and then this is Lotho. Lotho Baggins. Sackville Baggins, I should say. Sorry, Frodo. Doors of Durin. Here's another rare card. Legendary artifact. Speak, friend, and enter. There's a Shire Sheriff. We saw his regular card earlier. That's from the Scouring of the Shire scene. Reprieve, Faramir, Dunedain Rangers. Aragorn has need of his kindred. Let the Dunedain go to him in Rohan. Enraged Huorn. Well, that's fun. They stand watching endlessly over the trees. It is difficult to see them moving, but they can move very quickly if they are angry. Sam's desperate rescue. By all the signs, there's a large warrior loose, with an elf sword and an axe as well, maybe, Gorbag spat. Sam smiled grimly at this description of himself. Now for wrath, now for ruin. Oh, Angel wants me to pull a Lobelia Sackville Baggins. We'll see. The captains of the West came at last to challenge the Black Gate and the might of Mordor. Ithilien Kingfisher. After their reunion, the hobbits spent many days in Ithilien. The stream that flowed from the halls of Henneth Anun could be heard in the night as it rushed down through its rocky gate. James, do these cards stay in the Third Age? Yes. I've not seen... Well, okay, so there is a card where Sam has like 5 kids, so technically that's Fourth Age. So technically there might be some Fourth Age stuff, and there's like a saga card that's the Song of Gil-galad. So there's a couple Second and Fourth Age things, but yeah, the vast majority is Third Age. Dunlin Krebine. What's that, Strider? It don't look like a cloud, said Sam, and it's the Krebine from Dunland. In the little bit that I've played, I've discovered that I really like flying cards. Something very satisfying of your foes not being able to block you. Oh, there's another signature art card. Saruman the White. Very nice. Oh, see, there's another one. Hymn to Torok. Ooh, here we go. There's a ring treatment with foil. I will say the ring showcase ones are some of my favorite that come in the foil. I just think they look really cool with the foil. So there's Meriadoc Brandybuck. Eomer, Marshal of Rohan. Need brooks no delay, yet late is better than never. Dunlin Krebine, we got that earlier. Grishnach. Grond. Goblin Fireleaper. Shortcut to Mushrooms. That's a fun card. Ring Sight. I really like the art on this one. You see the Nazgul in their Wraith form. In the Wraith world. Deceive the Messenger. So here we've got Gandalf coming in like, hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, it's great to see you, Saruman says. Yeah, it's so great to see you. Meanwhile, he's got a Palantir with Sauron on speed dial here. Tell Gandalf that he must seek my aid at once. That's what Saruman says to Radagast. Treason of Isengard. This is a pretty cool one. So we got Orthanc in the background here. This is one of those, like, I feel like I'll strain my eyes trying to catch all the details. I really want these pieces, like, big. They should. Do they make the cards, like, 5 times as big? That would be perfect. That would be perfect. So then we've got the orcs bearing the white hand marching out of Isengard. Swarming of Moria, and we get these goblins crawling down the walls, which is one of the creepiest parts of the whole fellowship. All right. Winchester Draft. So some of these cards, they have like these little mini game things. Might have to try some of those out. Arwen's Gift. It's a nice foil. Ooh, here we go. Mythic Palantir of Orthanc. Oh, there's another Meriadoc. This is the regular version. We just had the foil a minute ago. So if you want to see the two compared here. So the one on the left is obviously the foil. One on the right is the regular. Fear, fire, foes. Open in the name of Mordor. Oh, this has, this looks like the Shire on fire. Speaking of fire, fiery inscription. Got the one ring and some coals. So maybe that's in Bag End, I guess. Bitter downfall. I tried to take the ring from Frodo. I am sorry. I have paid. Boromir. Poor Boromir. Ranger's firebrand. Keep close to the fire with your faces outward. Get some of the longer sticks ready in your hands. That is Strider's words. I believe when the Nazgul are coming. Yeah, because I think we see... Yeah, I think that is a Nazgul, actually. Breaking of the Fellowship. It might have been mine. It should be mine. Give it to me! War Beast of Gorgoroth. So there we get another image of Grond being pulled by the war beasts. Drums rolled, fires leaped, and great engines drawn by beasts crawled across the field. Surrounded by orcs. So this is Merry and Pippin. Captured. Orcish medicine. Give him some medicine, boys. I know that's from the movies, but still. Same difference. So here he's getting maybe some grog. Hey, Higgy. Higgy's birthday's coming up. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Higgy. During the 7th is really hoping for a soul card for me. I appreciate that. If we pull one, we'll be celebrating here together. I tell you what, if I were to pull the one of one, my idea for a Tolkien fan film would immediately be financed, I can tell you that. So yeah, I would not be keeping the one of one because there's too many cool things you could do with like $2 million. Like make a Tolkien fan film. Friendly Rivalry. There we've got a foil of Friendly Rivalry. 42, Master Legolas. Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. Here do I swear fealty to Gondor until my lord release me or death take me. Rising of the Day. So here we have a bunch of Rohirrim. And this goes with, there's an Oliphant card. Again, this is part of the 16-piece scene. Voracious Fell Beast. Shadow Summoning. Whose shall the horn be? Who shall call them from the gray twilight, the forgotten people? The heir of him to whom the oath they swore. And that is Malbeth the Seer. That's the prophecy about Aragorn going to the paths of the dead. And then we've got Aragorn here with all the dead men of Dunharrow. Kirkland, have I played Middle-earth strategy battle game? Not really. I do have some of it, and it's one of those that's on my shelf, and I need to play it, and I want to play it, and it's, yeah, it's just one of those things. I need to find the time to do it, and preferably find someone who knows how to play with me and kind of teach me. Theoden, King of Rohan, dark have been my dreams of late, but I feel new awakened. I only fear that already you have come too late, Gandalf. Morgul Knife Wound. Ooh, that looks nasty. Frodo felt a pain like a dart of poisoned ice pierce his left shoulder. Fog on the Barrow Downs. Cold be hand and heart and bone, and cold be sleep under stone, never more to wake on stony bed, never till the sun fails and the moon is dead. So if you remember that in the films, actually Gollum says part of that rhyme about the Barrow Downs. Soldier of the Grey Host, the dead awaken, for the hour is come for the oath breakers. Galathrim Bow. Shower of Arrows. I wish there were more of your kin among us, Gimli. but even more would I give for 100 good archers of Mirkwood. We shall need them. Legolas. If you get the one ring card, do you think it would ever get played in a card game? I doubt. Whoever gets that, there's no way. No way. All right, there we have a foil Grey Havens. Smeagol, Helpful Guide. There's a rare. Knights of Dol Amroth. Foray of Orcs. March from the Black Gate. Gollum's Bite. It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Do not be too eager to deal out death in judgment. Gollum has some part to play yet before the end. There we have him biting off Frodo's invisible hand. Gandalf's Sanction. Council's Deliberation. Glorious Gale. I like the flavor text here. The elves of Lorien took Dol Guldur. Galadriel threw down its walls and laid bare its pits, and the forest was cleansed. Dreadful as the storm, so this is Galadriel's temptation moment. I shall not be dark, but beautiful and terrible as the morning and the night. All shall love me and despair. Claim the Precious. So here we have poor Deagle. He's got his feet sticking out of the bush. He's not hid very well. They say that Smeagol hid him well. Maybe he hasn't done that yet in this illustration. Eowyn's Bride. I wonder if there's a card just for Frodo's severed finger. There we have the Frodo art. I do really like this one. So I like that we get to see these a little more up close. But this is for the Ring Showcase version of Frodo. And we see the shadow of Sauron in the reflection here. It's pretty cool. Ballistic Boulder. Oh, there's a foil inherited envelope. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Lost Isle Calling. So this is the one of Legolas. I showed this on the stream where I showed the scene, the Grey Haven scene. But this version of the card is Legolas when he has the sea longing awaken in his heart. Sam Loyal Attendant. That's a mythic rare of the commander variety. Faramir, Field Commander. Here we have Faramir with the broken horn of Gondor in front of him. I love these ring treatment ones. I keep saying that, but it's true. The Stone of Erech. At the Stone of Erech, they shall stand again and hear there a horn in the hills ringing. Malbeth the Seer is getting a lot of flavor text in this thing. The Bath Song. Grey Havens, Black Breath. When the black breath blows, death's shadow grows. That's a rhyme of old days. Uruk-hai Berserker, Mordor Trebuchet. That's another one. From playing it, I'm a fan of the Mordor Trebuchet. Mordor Muster. Oh, here's another Gollum flavor text. We got to read this, right?
Orcs, thousands of orcses. Nice hobbits mustn't go to those places.
Oh, we're getting there. We're almost done with the set booster box. For those of you coming in late, they were asking about what all we're opening here. We've got one set booster and two collector boosters. All right, so here's that Faramir art. So here you can see the art card along with the Ring Showcase card. Sharky's Tithe. I'm really curious I love that there's a Sharky minigame. March from the Black Gate. Like a storm, they broke upon the line of the men of Gondor. Born upon a Wind. Here we go. There's a rare. I looked on Aragorn and thought how great and terrible a lord he might have become had he taken the ring for himself. Not for naught does Mordor fear him. That's a quote from Legolas. There's the Oliphant. We saw the Rohirrim card that goes right next to this earlier. Gothmog, Morgul Lieutenant, or if you're across the pond, Lieutenant. That's how they say it over there. It's interesting. Gothmog, they made a human in this one. In a lot of depictions, including the films, he's an orc, and a lot of people suspect him to be orc, but there's also theories abound that he was a human, a black Numenorian, perhaps. Some even think that he might be a Nazgul, though it doesn't really make sense why he would be second in command instead of Khamul, who we know is the second of the Nazgul. Or a lesser Maiar, even. Mahur, Urukai Captain. The Book of Mazarbul. So that's the book that they find with Balin's tomb. Glorfindel, Dauntless Rescuer. Arwen Undomiel. She was called Undomiel, for she was the even star of her people. The Torment of Gollum. So here we have, if you see other cards with Sauron, you'll notice he has like 3 of his fingers cut off. Yeah, and it says, in Mordor, all that he knew was forced from him. Oh, here's another Smeagol one. Soothing of Smeagol. Frodo's heart sank. This was too much like trickery, and certainly what he did would seem a treachery to the poor, treacherous creature. There we have Captain of Umbar and a Plains card. I think we've got 5 packs, it looks like, here. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. Josh, Josh says, do you think Cliff will try to get us to play us at San Diego Comic-Con? I'm going to try to get you guys to play it at San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm pretty sure Cliff will be down for it. Ooh, here we go. Here's a rare. Press the Enemy. I showed the blade reforged to him. He is not so mighty yet that he is above fear. So we have Aragorn showing the sword in the Palantir. Phial of Galadriel. Very nice. May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out. Phial of Galadriel. Pippin's Bravery. So there's another one from that Orthanc scene. Gift of Strands. Samwise Stout-Hearted. Tale of Tenuviel. Very nice. Eagles of the North. Escape from Orthanc. Isolation at Orthanc. They took me and set me on the pinnacle of Orthanc. I stood alone on an island in the clouds. I had no chance of escape, and my days were bitter and cold. Poor Gandalf, all by himself. And then that's so serious. And then we get Shire Scarecrow. How bright your garden looks. Shire Terrace and Forest. Katie says if the likes go up to 500, she'll donate $10 to me and ask me to read 10 cards in Gollum voice. Man. Well, hey, if I get enough super chats tonight, I'll go out and buy another collector box and we'll do this all over again. All right, Quarrel's End. That's the shiny, shimmery, splendid version. Ooh, here we go. It's just the regular One Ring, but it's a mythic rare. It's a regular one, but it's still a fun one. There's Gothmog showing up at the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Hey, here we go. Another Gandalf friend of the Shire. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. This is the hour of the Shire folk, when they arise from their quiet fields to shake the towers and councils of the great. Who of all the wise could have foreseen it? Horses of the Bruinen. The black horses were filled with madness, and leaping forward in terror, they bore their riders into the rushing flood. The fires of Orthanc. The barricade was scattered as if by a thunderbolt. I really like the art for this card. So this is one of those where it's not depicting like a moment, but it's kind of more abstract, capturing like this idea where you have Frodo and Gollum. They're kind of two sides of the same coin, and like in the middle we've got the ring here. But for Gollum, I could not have destroyed the ring, so let us forgive him, for the quest is achieved, and now all is over. Revive the Shire. So this is yeah, so this is where Sam plants the nut from the Malorn tree that Galadriel gives him with the Lothlorien soil, and they replace the party tree after the Scouring of the Shire. Brandywine Farmer, Took Reaper, and a Forest. 3 more, guys. We've got 3 more from the set booster. And then we'll get on to the collector, the big dog. Oh, there's the Mary art from his ring showcase. Oh, there's another one. Argivayan Restoration. I should just mispronounce regular words just because they're not on Lord of the Rings cards. I can't pronounce anything if it's not on a Lord of the Rings card. You cannot pass. Oh, here we go. Arwen, Mortal Queen. It's a mythic rare. Pippin's Bravery, we saw that. Dunedain Rangers, Shortcut to Mushrooms, Ring Sight, Shire Terrace, Gimli's Fury, Airborne Flamesmith, Mushroom Watchdogs. There's Farmer Maggot's dogs again. Snarling Warg, and Mountains. Getting some repeats here, as to be expected. Yeah, Theorak, set boosters, cool to collect art cards and foils, more rares than a draft booster. Yeah. There's Minas Tirith. Food token. There's a foil of Ent's Fury. Oh, I see a ring. I see a ring treatment one. I want to know who it is. Is it Tom Bombadil? I don't know. We'll find out. Rivendell. There's a rare. Rivendell. Ooh, Aragorn the Uniter. This is a mythic rare. Very nice. I really like this artwork. Let's see. This is, oh yeah, Dominic Mayer. There's like 3 artists that are in a lot of these ring showcase. So there's Dominic Mayer, Marco Manev, and Anato Finstark are the 3 that I've seen a lot. There might be others. If there are, I apologize for not recalling them off the top of my head. But those are the 3 that I've seen a lot of. And here we have the Gollum one right after it. But yeah, that trifecta of artists rocked these showcase treatments. Fiery Inscription. Oh, I didn't read this before. Ajnaj Durbatuluk, Ajnaj Gimbatul, Ajnaj Strakatuluk, Agburzum Ishi Kripatul. Ken the Devil Tamer, which color do you think you'd like playing the most? So far, I've had some pretty good luck playing a red-black deck and really embracing the baddies. Bitter Downfall, Ranger Firebrand, Bag and Porter, Oliphant, Mirkwood Spider, Mirkwood Bats. Yeah, so red-black was a lot of fun. Oh, here's our last set booster. Howdy the Cat, thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the series on Melkor / Morgoth. There we go. There's the generous Ent that we saw earlier. You can see a little better. He's sharing with the squirrels all his apples because he's so generous. Battle of the Hornburg minigame. Yeah, so red-black I think will be a fun one. I don't know enough about the game to like have a really strong opinion of what other combinations that I'd like to play. I want to play as Tom Bombadil. I know that at some point. So, but he takes all 5 to summon. He takes all 5 colors to summon. So I don't know. I don't really know how to build that deck. So I'm going to need help building a deck where I can do that. I've mostly played with like starters or ones that other people have set up for me. Nimble Hobbit. There's a foil. Orcish Bowmasters. There's the Oliphant again. Oh yeah, the Tolkien Wonder, the Secret Lair. Secret Lair is going to be from the Ralph Bakshi films. So that's like a whole nother thing that you can order. If somebody could explain the Secret Lair thing in the chat, I would love that, because I've looked into it just a little bit and I'm just not as familiar with it. Because I've been concentrating on trying to learn like the regular game. So, but yeah, I think how many, so somebody who's familiar with Secret Lair, let us know how many cards that usually entails. I'm very curious. Golem's Bite, Gandalf's Sanction, Council Deliberation, Mirror Guardian, Enraged Horn, Sam's Desperate Rescue, Athelian Kingfisher, Dunlin, Krebine. I think those are all repeats there. All right. I've got a huge stack of commons and uncommons here. Set those to the side. Start a new deck going, or a new pile going. You should see my floor right now. My floor is covered in plastic wrappers. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, Orcish Bowmasters is a good one. I was really pumped to get the scene card of the Orcish Bowmasters. The scene from Pelennor Fields. Is it Pelennor Fields or is it Orthanc? It's one of the two. Secret Lairs usually have 3 to 5 cards for $40 to $50, and you have a short time window to pre-order them. Wow. Oh, so it's like purely a collector thing. Okay. All right. Woo. All right. Here we have another box topper. Let's see what we get this time. The Party Tree, and it's a foil. It's a mythic rare. So this one is the Great Henge. So if you're into the original Magic game, that's what that is. The original Magic game. All right. Let's do the set booster time. Get my dice out of the way. I had dice set up here, so it was like, I tried to make it like this nice little homey feel, and then it all goes to heck once I start making piles of cards. Yeah, I'm pumped about that Party Tree, man. Put Party Tree next to Bombadil. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's a foil Smaug. I told my youngest, my second youngest, who is obsessed with Smaug, that if I got a foil Smaug, I would give it to him. So I'm going to set that aside for him. He'll be pumped. I wouldn't be surprised if you heard him scream. If he's watching. Oh, there he goes. I just heard him scream in the background. He's actually watching. He's pumped. All right, so there's going to be a lot of foils in these. And just so you know, okay, so the fourth card in these is where you find the soul rings, the rare rings. So I'll try to be dramatic about unveiling the fourth. So here I've read a lot of the flavor text in these already, so we're just going to keep going, powering through these. Mountain. War of the Last Alliance in foil. King of the Oathbreakers, borderless. Ooh, Rampaging War Mammoth. Very nice. The Mumakil of Harad were great beasts like moving houses, capable of dragging huge towers and engines to war. There's Gollum, Patient Plotter. Ooh, yeah, Argonath, Pillars of the Kings. Yes, please. That is one of my absolute favorite Middle-earth scenes, is the Argonath. It hooked me in the movies. It's one of my absolute favorites. It will always be ingrained in my mind for that reason. I'm putting that on the special pile. Lost Isle Calling. So this is from the Grey Haven scene. Ooh, a foil Nazgul. Very nice. Ooh, and Sting the Glinting Dagger. I have my own Nazgul pile because I really want to put together a red-black deck with 9 Nazgul in it. Oh, I didn't ignore Gollum. We had him earlier. That's a repeat. But I'll say it again. I love the ring treatment. The ring showcase treatment is fantastic. Shouldn't be Sting the letter opener. All right. Here we go. Get a lot of foils in these, like I said. There's a spirit token. Snarling Warg. Improvised Club. Knights of Dol Amroth. Cast into Fire. Tale of Tenuviel. Ranger's Firebrand. We have a Swamp. Foil Faramir, Prince of Athelion. Horn of the Mark. He that blows this horn shall set fear in the hearts of his enemies and joy in the hearts of his friends. That's from Éowyn. To Merry. So this is the horn that Éowyn gives to Merry, and then Merry uses it in the Battle of Bywater. Oh, here we go. Frodo, Determined Hero. Frodo's heart flamed within him. He drew his sword and advanced. Nice borderless card there. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Very nice. Ooh, Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Well, this is a very tragic looking. Look, he's trying to take the ring from Frodo. That's, yeah, Anato Finstark. That's what if I had to guess. Some of them, oh, here we go. Some of the artists you can guess just by looking, which is fun. So this is one of the Bilbo's birthday party scenes. So this goes next to the Gandalf the Grey. Wizard's Rockets. It's a really cool one. So I guess technically that's Smaug too, right? We could call that Smaug. Ooh, here we go. Foil Faramir, Prince of Athelion. Like I said, I love these ring treatments in the foil. Really cool. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Katie said she'd give me $10 if we get it to 500 likes. All right, Orc Army. Foil token. Morgul Knife Wound. Erebor Flamesmith. Soothing of Smeagol. Mushroom Watchdogs. Rise of the Witch King. March from the Black Gate. There's a forest. Here we have a Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Oh, there's a borderless File of Galadriel. Raise the Palisade. I've not seen this one before. I don't remember seeing this artwork. Let's see here. Oh, this looks like Galadriel. She seemed tall beyond measurement and beautiful beyond enduring, terrible and worshipful. I think that's actually from the Temptation moment. Oh, there we have another Nazgul. I think that might be the same as one of the earlier ones we got, but still cool. Gimli, Mournful Avenger. He's running away from the Balrog in Moria, I think. Oh, Katie's going to up it to $20. Ooh, here we go. Fangorn, Tree Shepherd. Very nice. I got to say, he looks pretty BA in these. And for those curious, I saw some folks who were like more casual into the films and stuff, thinking that Fangorn was just the name of the forest. It's also Treebeard's actual name is Fangorn. So it's the name of the forest and it's the name of Treebeard. $20 means 20 cards in Gollum's voice.
Gollum, patient plotter, in foil, yes, so precious. Ooh, Sauron the Necromancer.
That's just a taste, guys. I'll have to read 20 cards. I should read a card for every dollar that's given in Super Chats. I'll read a card in Gollum voice. Sauron the Necromancer, foil. That's a nice one. David says, I've always loved tree folk in Magic the Gathering. What boxes do you get a chance for the 1/1 rares? So that is these. These are collector boosters. These are the ones that you have to get to have a chance at the 1/1 ring. Or any of the rings. Oh, Katie. Already. Oh my gosh. I need a conversion for that. What's 22 Canadian? Oh boy. What have I walked into?
Eastern Vanguard.
So there's that one's for Katie. That one's for Katie. Did you ask your kings to sing Precious? Oh my gosh. No, I did not, but they have inevitably from me releasing the video. They're kind of obsessed with it. 22 Canadian equals 1 maple syrup bottle. What? Oh, man. Okay. So 16, 18, and 10. Oh, my gosh. We're up to 28? So we're up to 28 cards. Okay. Somebody's got to keep me honest here, so I'm going to lose count.
Dunedain Blade, Swarming of Moria, Glorfindel, Dauntless Rescuer, Ringsight, Forest, Delighted Halfling, Filthy Halfling, so delighted, Goldberry River Daughter.
I love the borderless ones.
Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit, Legolas, Counter of Kills, Sauron the Necromancer, Rosie Cotton of Southlane, Fat Hobbit's wife it is. Nasty End. Mary, Esquire of Rohan.
Am I putting that? I put that in the wrong pile. There we go. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We have another Dark Car. Dark Car did a super chat too. 15 more, Katie says. Okay. Well, there's 15 in this per pack. So. This is my life now. I do Gollum voice for super chats on YouTube.
Esquire of the King, surrounded by orcs. Shelob's Ambush, Breaking of the Fellowship, Mirror of Galadriel, Prince Imrahil the Fair.
Some of these words are kind of hard to say in Gollum's voice.
Imrahil, Swamp, Galadriel of Lothlorien. That's a rare card. Ooh, Press the Enemy, Borderless. Very nice. Círdan the Shipwright, Borderless. Mythic rare. Very nice. Frodo Baggins, the Master.
Iggy. Oh, man.
Osgiliath, Fallen Capital.
So this one is Core Haven originally. That's a mythic rare. I love these borderless ones. That's so good. That's a really good pull.
Many partings. Golem patient plotter, that's the precious, yes, yes. And the Shire. Borderless foil Shire.
So this one comes in the bundle, actually. So if you guys are looking at the different products, also let me know in the chat if you guys would want a breakdown of the different types of packs and everything. I thought about doing that a while back, but I didn't know how readily available that was. Like, I learned it from articles and stuff, but if a video would be helpful, I could totally do that. So this is Golem Patient Plotter. So this is part of the scene that comes in the bundle. Yeah, that Shire. Here, I'll pull that back out. The Shire here. Yeah, Katie, gotta hydrate. Good call. Yeah, so that's a nice borderless Shire land piece. Have I pulled a Gwai here? Yes, I did have a Gwai here earlier. What is, what's my count at? How many more do I need to do here? How many more Golem voice? All right.
Inherited envelope. Glathrim guide. Nimble hobbitses. Hithlane knots. Filthy elp rope. Yeah. Mahur Urukai captain. Fear fire foes. Plainses. One ring to rule them all. Sauron's ransom. Ooh, the Balrog of Moria. Very nice, borderless, yes, yes. Very nice. Gimli counter of kills. The Shire once again. Here we have the Shire. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Also from the scene. The bundle scene. Oh, Faramir Field Commander foil. Very nice with the ring showcase. And Delighted Halfling. Also from Bilbo's birthday.
Okay, I think we're I think we're caught up on Golem voice. Whoo! That was quite the stretch you guys made me do there. Well done. We haven't even made it up to the 500 likes either. Whew. All right, Human Soldier. Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, Delightful Halfling. That Delighted Halfling is a rare card. That should be... I'm trying to keep my piles straight here. All right, Captain of Umbar. Beast of Gorgoroth. Mirror. Mordor Muster. Butterbur. Eomer. Island. There's Glowin. Dwarf Emissary. Look how happy Glowin is. Telling his dwarf stories. That's a foil too. Very nice. Forge Anew. Ooh, Monstrosity of the Lake. So here we have the Watcher in the Water. A Kraken. Peregrine Took. Samwise Gamgee. There's a rare of the Ring Showcase. Frodo Sauron's Bane. We're getting quite the streak of the bundle scene here. Pippin's Bravery. And here we have a foil mythic rare Galadriel Elven Queen. This is from the Commander set. All right, we've got 5 packs left in this box. Covered 1/10 of the cost of my box. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, so you wish the 13 cards were dwarf cards were a set. So let me show you something really cool here. Okay, so Smaug. Okay. I'm going to pull out the card I've promised to my son for a second here. So Smaug, he's this dragon creature token, right? But when the creature token dies, it creates 14 treasure tokens, which initially everyone thinks like, wow, that's a lot of treasure tokens. But there's significance to that because 14, there were 13 dwarves and Bilbo, and he was supposed to get a 14th share of the treasure of Smaug. So that's why you get 14 treasure tokens, because it's 14 shares. The artist on this, oh, the foil's kind of hard to tell. Jarell Threat, which is a really good art piece. I really like this art piece. So there you go. Shire Terrace, Fire of Orthanc, Galathrin Bow, Eastmark Cavalier, Council Deliberation, Gandalf Sanction. We have a mountain. Sauron the Necromancer, foil. Enduril, Flame of the West, borderless. Mythic rare, very nice. Gimli of the Glittering Caves, borderless. He's singing. Faramir Field Commander. Tom Bombadil, ladies and gentlemen. We got another one. Oh, I really want the regular one, but I'm always excited to get a Tom Bombadil. Mythic rare. Tom Bombadil ring treatment. Check it out in all its glory. It's wonderful. We have Wizard Rockets, Dunlin Krebine in foil, and Aragorn Company Leader foil. Very nice. This looks, I think... Okay, so this is supposed to be Frodo and Sam going across the Anduin. And I guess Aragorn is seeing them go across, which isn't actually, you know, they were already over there, but, you know, he figures it out. So it's more... it's metaphorical. Carly and Jason, thanks for tuning in. Have a safe flight. We're at 470 likes. We're getting there. There's a foil ballistic boulder. Oh, so this is just a token card, but I do like how there's 2 orcs attached to the boulder. Some nice comedy. Escape from Orthanc. Glorious Gale. Elven Farsight. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. Golem's Bite. Lost to Legend. And there's a Plains. Yeah, Higgy, the ballistic boulder goes with the trebuchet. It's pretty good combo. Call of the Ring foil, rare. Ooh, look at that! The One Ring borderless mythic rare. That's a nice one. Windswift Slice. A shrill yell went up. They had been seen. There was a ring and a clash of steel. Another nice borderless card. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Ensnaring Bridge. Another borderless mythic rare. Very, very nice. Knights of Dol Amroth. Rosy Cotton. And Flame of Anor. That goes with the Balrog scene. And we got a foil version of that. Very nice. You cannot pass. All right, we've got 3 more. 3 more? Yes. 3 more in this box. And then we've got 1 more whole box of collector boosters to go. Hey, 500 likes. We got up to 500 likes. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Another Smaug. It was destined to be. Enraged Horn. Nasty End. Now for Wrath. Mouth of Sauron foil. Grishnach. I like to add the extra flavor. Gollum voice or sing happy birthday to Higgy and Gollum voice. I figure, oh man, we should sing happy birthday, right?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Higgies. Happy birthday to you.
There you go, Higgy. Happy birthday. Hey, here we go. Fangorn. Foil. Very nice. Elithralith. Thanks so much. Yeah, we'll get to 1 million at some point. It'll be fun. We'll have to have a big old live stream party when we do. Delighted Halfling borderless. Gandalf the White Rider borderless. Very nice. Literally 1,000 times better than the Gollum game. Oh man, I had so many comments referencing the Gollum game for my video, like the Gollum Peaches parody thing.
Precious.
Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, and Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. Ooh, here we go. Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. This goes with that Scouring of the Shire scene. Very nice. Legolas, Counter of Kills, and Storm of Saruman. This goes with the Orthanc scene, and Saruman goes off to the side here. That's a mythic rare. That was a nice pack there. Red Crow. Yes, there is a Nerd of the Rings Discord. If you support the channel either on Patreon or here on YouTube, you'll get a link to get in. And the cheapest tier is 99 cents. Like I want it to be accessible, but honestly, when it comes down to it, I've seen a lot of public, like just wide open, Discords that kind of get out of hand, and it's a lot. So yeah, just 99 cents gets you in. If you're interested in joining, we have a lot of fun there. Bombadil Song foil, Troll of Khazad-dûm, The Torment of Gollum, Greyhaven's Navigator, Oath of the Grey Host, Quickbeam Upstart Ent, Island. There we have a foil of Mary, Esquire of Rohan, Glowin, Dwarf Emissary, borderless, Mirkwood Trapper. Under the boughs of Mirkwood, there was deadly strife of elves and evil beings. Nice borderless. Rare card. Gollum Patient Plotter. Ooh, here we go. Rivendell borderless. Legendary Land. Rising of the Day. There's the Rohirrim again. Oh, here we go. Foil of the Greyhavens. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. Foil. All right, this is the last pack of this box. We have a treasure token. Eagles of the North. Lorien Revealed. Shire Terrace. Oliphant. Meriadoc Brandybuck, Strider, and an island. Ooh, Dawn of a New Age. Mythic rare, and in foil, too. That's some pretty cool artwork there. I really like this piece. Nice. Doors of Durin, borderless. Faramir, Steward of Gondor. There's another Mary. Ooh, Bag End. It was popularly believed as local legend that the hill at Bag End was full of tunnels stuffed with treasure. Nice. That's a good one. I like that one. Lash of the Balrog. Rising of the Day. Ooh, Minas Tirith. Legendary Land in foil. All right, guys. Okay, so once again, I put my note on here so I don't forget. Thank you so much again, Pearl Street Game and Coffee House in Jeffersonville, Indiana, mailed this to me because the shop owner there and I guess some of the folks that work there and stuff are fans of Nerd of the Rings. They're fans of the channel, and they sent me this to unbox here on the channel. So if you live in Indiana, anywhere near Jeffersonville, Indiana, or you pass through the area of Jeffersonville, Indiana, you should swing by Pearl Street Game and Coffee House. I love that combination. Games and coffee sounds awesome. So yeah, check them out. Big shout out, big thank you to Pearl Street Game and Coffee House for sending this along so that we could open it. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I don't know if we get the One Ring in this thing, man. I'm gonna owe Pearl Street Game and Coffee House big time. I'm gonna go leave them the biggest tip ever. All right. Again, using my old school. This one's Aragorn. Look at that guy. In his, what is this, 70s, 80s glory. We got like dragons on the side, a gem on top. You're not here for that. You're here for the cards, so I'll get back to it. All right. First up, we got the box topper. Theorak, thanks so much for swinging by and for watching, my friend. Have a good night. Higgy, I'm here for the knife. Where'd I get it? I got it from an estate sale. Ooh, Fangorn Forest. Foil Legendary Land. Nice. Pippin thought he saw groves of trees moving. Could it be that the trees of Fangorn were awake and the forest was rising, marching over the hills to war? That is a nice one. Yeah, some of these collectors, man, they are stacked. All right, Orc Army. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Relentless Rohirrim. Westfold Rider. Could it be a ring? Orcish Medicine. I keep forgetting to make like the fourth one really dramatic. I'll try to be really dramatic from now on. Okay. Glorfindel, Council Deliberation. There's a swamp. There's Faramir. There's a borderless Sharky, Tyrant of the Shire. Galathrim Ambush. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Mary, Esquire of Rohan. I really like these ring. Oh, we got another Storm of Saruman. Another mythic rare. Frodo Baggins. And Sting, Glinting Dagger. Again, that's from the Balrog scene. Bridge of Khazad-dûm. JP Goldstein. Yes, there is a Nerd of the Rings Discord. Anyone who supports the channel on Patreon or here on YouTube gets to join with the tiers on both. Start at $1 or 99 cents, whatever it is, whatever the cheapest one I could make it, because I wanted it to be accessible. But yeah, sometimes wide open ones get a little dicey in terms of you know, not everyone being courteous and stuff. So yeah. All right, Shire Terrace, Fire of Orthanc, Galathrim Bow, Eastmark Cavalier. I feel bad for the fourth card when I pull it and I'm disappointed that it's not a ring, you know. Card didn't do anything bad. Oh, Mount Doom, legendary land. Horn of the Mark. Ooh, Gwaihir, greatest of the Eagles. Very nice. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Elrond, Master of Healing. Now, we've seen quite a few of the other Elronds, but this is the rare one. So the other one was Lord of Rivendell, I believe. This one's Master of Healing. Oh, there we have another Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. A foil, Meriadoc Brandybuck. And another Galadriel Elven Queen, mythic rare. The Eagles are coming! All right. There's our token. Nimble Hobbit. Hithlane Knots. Morgul Knife Wound. Erebor Flamesmith. There's a Shadowfax foil. That's nice. Horses of the Bruinen. And a forest. One ring to rule them all. Fall of Cair Andros. Aw, poor Cair Andros. Ooh, there we go. Lobelia, Defender of Bag End. With her umbrella. Oh, here we have another Nazgul. I don't know if I have this one yet. Gandalf the Grey. Very nice. This is one of my favorites. Another Anato Finstark piece. Of course. Ooh, here we go. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. It's another scene card. So this goes with the Dragon Fireworks and the Delighted Hobbit and all that. Or not, the Cheerful Hobbit, whatever it is. Gimli, Counter of Kills in foil. And Elrond, Master of Healing in foil. We just found Master of Healing. Now we got him in foil. Very nice. Yeah, I totally feel like a kid again opening baseball cards and hoping to get some of my beloved Chicago Cubs. But you know what? If I played a game with those Chicago Cubs cards that I coveted so much back then, I probably wouldn't win. But I might win with Elrond, Master of Healing. But not with the Cubs. Oh, boy. That wouldn't be till much, much later. Anyway. Oh, nasty end. Golem's Bite. Galadriel of Lothlorien. King of the Oathbreakers. Ooh, Ring Wraiths. Borderless. Peregrine Took. Inn of the Prancing Pony. Pillar of the Perrons is the original card. The road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can. Very, very nice. Pippin's Bravery, Mirkwood Bats, and we have a foil borderless Rivendell rare card. Yeah, that Prancing Pony card is really nice. IMD Harkness. An extra reason to like the channel. Heck yeah. During the 7th, going to a game at Wrigley in 2 weeks. Very nice. I haven't been to a game in Wrigley for a long, long time. That's your favorite card, Katie? I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Lorien Revealed is in the jackpot spot. There's Glowin. Born Upon a Wind. Borderless. Fourth Eorlingas. A sword day, a red day, ere the sun rises. Ride now, ride now, ride to Gondor. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Mines of Moria. I think that's our first borderless Mines of Moria that we've come across. Rising of the Day and the Oliphant. And there we have another Sauron the Necromancer. This is one of my favorites in the Ring Showcase foil. It just looks so flippin' cool. All right. Galadhrim Bow, Eastmark Cavalier, Chancemet Elves, and Dunland Krebine. Sauron the Necromancer in foil. It's a little psychedelic here. We got all kinds of floaty metal things. Oh, it looks like he has a Palantir. Okay, okay. Forge anew. Boromir, Gondor's Hope. Borderless card. Frodo Baggins. Samwise Gamgee. Dunland Krebine. Oh, there's another Gollum, Patient Plotter. Minas Tirith. Borderless foil. Is Morgoth a card? No, he is not. Orc Army. Morgul Knife Wound. Mushroom Watchdogs. I can't be mad at Mushroom Watchdogs though when they show up in the jackpot slot, you know. Call of the Ring foil. Arwen, Mortal Queen. I really like this Arwen art, by the way. Ooh, Mirkwood Elk. Whereas the light perceives the very heart of darkness, its own secret has not been discovered. Haldir. Meriadoc Brandybuck. Ooh, a borderless Barad-dûr, legendary land. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. Knights of Dol Amroth. And Lost Isle Calling. There's the foil version of Lost Isle Calling. Yeah, there's some Eowyn's Pride. There's some mention of The Hobbit. It's mostly Lord of the Rings, though. It's pretty much to the extent that Lord of the Rings mentions things from The Hobbit. Yeah, I don't think anybody's actually found the One Ring yet, if that's what you guys were asking. Oh, the One Ring is here. Is that Justin of the One Ring fame? He's a little late. That's okay. Chancemet Elves, Dunland Krebine, Gimli's Axe, Lash of the Balrog, Lost to Legend, Ring Sight, Forest, Fangorn. How do you know the rares? Okay, so I'll do this again because I did this toward the beginning, but I'll give a quick rundown. So the ones with black, the black symbol, those are commons. Then there's ones with a blue symbol, and that is uncommon. Then there's ones with like this brownish, I guess, symbol, which is rare. And then you have like Mr. Bombadil that we pulled a little bit ago, the orange, which is the mythic rare. And then there's also foil treatments that this is like the shiny version. It's called foil. There you go. Sauron's Ransom, Galadriel Gift Giver. I don't think we've seen this one yet. So we've got, it looks like Sam's box that he gets the Lorien Soil and the Malor Nut. I think this is the Elf Stone, Lembas Bread, Elven Cloaks, and then the Phial of Galadriel. Gimli, Counter of Kills. Ooh, Gandalf the White. Mythic Rare of the Ring Showcase treatment. Very, very cool. I love it. Frodo Baggins. Another Frodo Baggins. The ring treatment. And the Merry Esquire of Rohan. Yeah, that Gandalf the White. Mythic. Love it. Axel, I've got this plus 3 more packs. Look at that. Another Smaug. My son was all worried that he wouldn't have a Smaug after this. Yeah, so I've got this pack that we're currently on. And 3 more packs, guys. There's all our hopes for a Ring of Power. We're dwindling in number. The odds, I think you could probably look them up, actually. Okay. So let's talk about the odds here of getting a ring. The 1 of 1 ring, okay? Getting one of these packs, okay? One of these packs. You get that right there. That 1 pack. You have a 0.0003% chance at the 1 of 1 ring. That's not a very big chance. The odds of receiving foil serialized soul rings. Okay, so these are the numbered versions of the 3, the 7, and the 9 rings. The 3 is 0.01%. The Dwarven is 0.025%. And the human ring is at 0.03%. And then there's like, okay, so there's like 300 of the elven serialized and 3,000 of the regular. So just move that up a percentage point. So you're still less than 1% chance at getting one. So yeah. I'm not holding my breath, obviously. It'd be really hard to do Gollum voice if I was. Boromir, Warden of the Watchtower in foil. Display of Power, borderless. Ooh, Pippin, Warden of Isengard, borderless. Gollum, Patient Plotter. We've got a lot of Gollums.
Lots of Gollums is precious. It's very nice. And the ring treatment, yes.
Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. Nasty End. The Grey Havens, foil. And Delighted Halfling. We got another Delighted Halfling. Very nice. 3 more. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah. There's a chance. There's a chance. It's not a very big chance. This is not a good chance, but it's a chance. Enraged 2R, now for Wrath. All right. Merry, Esquire of Rohan. It's a foil. Doors of Durin, borderless. Ooh, Corsairs of Umbar. Here's another Nazgul. Ooh, Shards of Narsil. Borderless. Last March of the Ents. There's another mythic rare. The Shards of Narsil was also mythic rare. And here we have Last March of the Ents mythic rare. Nasty End. And Faramir, Prince of Ithilien foil. Andrew Haley, I have your Peaches cover Precious stuck in my head, which is good. Well, congratulations. I'm glad that I could stick that into your head. Brian, I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as card game Lotto. I'm just getting cards and going to be playing this game because it's a fun game. So, all right. Gimli's Axe, Slash the Balrog, Took Reaper. Ooh, Sting, the Glinting Dagger. Goldberry River Daughter, borderless. Lord of the Nazgul, borderless. Nice. Here's the other Elrond. We've got quite a few of these. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Sauron the Necromancer. Mirkwood Bats. Voracious Fell Beast. And there we've got another foil of Aragorn Company Leader in the Ring Showcase. All right, guys. This is the last one. It's the last one. All right. So before I open this, just once again, I want to say thank you to Pearl Street Game and Coffee House in Jeffersonville, Indiana, who mailed this to me to open on the show. It was very cool of them. Very nice. Very generous of them. Fans of the channel. So if you're in the Indiana area, land of corn and corn, then check them out. Pearl Street Game and Coffee House. And be sure to tune into the channel later this week when Don Marshall and I are going to host a Learn to Play stream where we're going to play through a game and answer questions. We'll be answering questions live in the chat. We pre-recorded this game that we played. I won't tell you who won, but we're going to be answering questions live in the chat. So bring all your questions about the game, how to play, everything. Fire Shield, when's it going to be? Probably either Thursday or Friday. We're still determining the timing, so we'll let you know. But be on the lookout. Make sure you've hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get alerted when we go live. All right, Mirror Guardian, Eagles of the North, Oliphant, surrounded by orcs. All right. Delighted Halfling. Horn of Gondor. Ooh, Lothlorien Blade. That's a new one. Faramir Field Commander. Oh, there's another Fangorn Forest. I think the last one we got was foil, but there's another really good card. Mythic Rare, Fangorn Forest. Rosie Cotton of South Lane. Foray of Orcs, borderless, and Samwise Gamgee, foil of the Ring Treatment. All right, we got some great cards here today, guys. I have to say, these are some of my favorite, these box topper ones. I have the Smaug ones in there for my kid. Man, Fangorn Forest, Shards of Narsil, Inn of the Prancing Pony, Fangorn Forest, Bag End, Bridge of Khazad-dûm, Osgiliath Fallen Capital, Argonath Pillars of Kings, Party Tree. Oh, that one got in the wrong pile. File of Galadriel. Green Dragon Inn. Man, that's some really good ones. We got some great mythic rares too. Well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know in the chat, in the comments, if you're watching this after the fact, what your favorite card was that we pulled today. And if I can swing it, maybe we'll do another one of these. I don't know. It's pretty pricey. Yeah, it's pretty pricey, but I don't know. Maybe I can, you know, get myself another collector booster. It's pretty pricey, so we'll see. It was pretty fun though. We got some awesome cards, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, show the different Nazgul. Yeah, sure. Okay, so these are the Nazgul we got today. So we got 4 different Nazgul. Yeah, so these two are the same. So we got 4 different Nazgul. One is foil too. So there we go. It's cool. They each have a different design too. Like I saw an interview where they were talking, I don't know, it was the art director or one of the artists, where they were talking about having them inspired from different areas of Middle Earth. So like one that's, you know, potentially Kamul could be more Eastern inspired, I guess, and stuff. So they each have a distinct look, which is a nice touch. And your deck can have up to 9 named Nazgul cards, which is pretty awesome. Favorite card? Man, it's hard not to pick the Tom Bombadil ring treatment. That's pretty legit. Yeah, we got some good mythic rares today, though. Let's see if I can pull out the mythic rares real quick. Yeah, we got the Gandalf the White. It's another great one. I don't know. It might take me a while to get the scene cards together, but I tell you what, if I have any completed scenes, I will definitely post them. Oh, I do really like this one. It's just a regular rare, but I do really like that card, the Gandalf the Grey. If I have any completed scenes, I'll definitely post them on Instagram. So check me out on Instagram. I will definitely post a completed scene there if we ended up completing any. Because I've got them in about 2 or 3 different piles right now. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could complete any scenes at the moment. Oh, here we go. There's another mythic rare, Aragorn the Uniter. Those ring showcase, man. Those ring showcase ones are really nice. I love these cards. Riders and Oliphant. Oh yeah. If I can find them, I've got some pretty tall stacks here. Okay, let me see if I can find. Find some that can connect here. I wish I could put together like the 16 one. It's legit. I thought I had. Oh, there's another mythic rare, Mount Doom. Storm of Saruman. Dawn of a New Age. That's another one I really like. Yeah, the Party Tree box topper was pretty legit too. All right, let's see here. Okay, so here's two. Here's 2 that go together. Let me gently move my stack of mythic rares. Very gently. All right, so there's 2 that go together. There's a Voracious Fell Beast and Mirkwood Bats. All right, here's the Oliphants. Let me see if I can find the Rohirrim one that goes with it. Okay, so there's that. Mirkwood Bats and Voracious Fell Beast. That's part of the 16-piece set. And then this is also part of the 16 set. So there's the Oliphants and Rising of the Day with the Rohirrim attacking. It's pretty cool. Like, that's a cool set there, just the 2 of them together, but then knowing that there's 14 other cards that go with this is kind of wild. So like I said, if I've got any completed scenes, I will definitely post those on Instagram. Maybe I'll do a community tab post on here on YouTube as well. And then this is a cool card, Last March of the Ents. It's an awesome card. Well, that's going to do it for us, guys. Like I said, maybe we'll see if we end up doing any other unboxings or anything for these. They're pretty pricey, so No promises, but this was fun. Now I've got to clean up the Nerd Cave floor because it's covered in wrappers right now. And then I've got to sort through these cards and put them in my binder and stuff. Got some cool ones. The One Ring wants to see the party tree. Okay. You show up late and then you make demands. Whatever. All right. There's Aragorn. Put that over there. I got these kind of mixed up when I did this. There's the Inn of the Prancing Pony, which I really like. Bag End. Party tree. There we go. There's the party tree. Very nice. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll leave that on the party tree in honor of our party that we had here tonight, opening cards. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Be sure to tune in later this week when Don, Marshall, and I do our Learn to Play stream. And we'll see you next time on Nerd of the Rings.